Hey guys, Cable here, and welcome to my hopefully full-on review of Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, I've had a bit of chance to play it since the game came out. I got it the day after, technically on the day, I suppose you could say, because I didn't go to midnight launch because I was really not well. I didn't do any videos then and there or any unboxings or anything, mainly because it was just the basic version I got. But my review of the game is really quite good. Now, one thing I did notice is there's a lot of stuff from Grand Theft Auto 4 in the game. You see a couple of the cars and stuff like that, and how some of the people act as well. Now, the one thing I did like about it is that the missions, they weren't super impossible, considering, well, as per usual, with a Call of Duty game you expect, no, Call of Duty, damn it, what the hell, a Grand Theft Auto game you expect cheats. Now, this time with the cheats, there was a slight change, considering there was no health cheat and no money cheat, so you have to actually make your money yourself. Now, unless that's changed, I'm not too sure. The only thing that disappointed me first off about the game was the fact that the online wasn't in the game straight away. It shows online, but it's not going to be active until, from what I know, the 3rd of October. I could be wrong, I probably am wrong, but yeah, online's not going to be on until then. But just to keep on going with it, car wise, at first when I started playing the game, because it was only Grand Theft Auto 4 I had played, all the cars were basically the same in that. Helicopters a bit hard to fly and stuff, but now each car has its own telltale signs. But I've noticed that when you go to the car garage, which is LA Customs, or no, LS Customs, as soon as you modify each car fully, from what I've felt and seen, they pretty much all drive the same. Some of the vehicles doesn't have as much customization as the rest, but hell, you can't really complain. One thing I expected in the LS Customs, because they brought it back from San Andreas, and basically the map is probably a bigger version of San Andreas. I would have to play it again to find out, but I was a bit surprised that we didn't bring back NOS and the hydraulics for the cars and stuff like that, so they can make them bounce. Considering, well, not to be racist or anything like that, you've got Franklin, who is from the hood and stuff like that, so you'd expect maybe something with that in there, unless they bring out like a mission pack or something like that, and they might bring it out then. Mainly because for me, now I know that quite a few people were able to complete the game in like 3 days, but because I only play it just say 3 or 4 hours a night or whatever, I didn't do much the missions, so it took me a while. And I'm pretty sure there's actually different ways that the game can end, as if you've completed the game you'll know. Spoiler alert for anyone that doesn't know yet. At the very end, when you're playing Franklin, you get a choice: either kill Michael, kill Trevor, or the third option. Now I don't know what happened with the third option. Probably it'll be three of them would be in a big fight against the rest of the people, which is probably the FIB and everything else. I didn't choose that one, which is why I'll probably end up redoing it, and then probably doing a walkthrough, or well, a let's play I suppose you'd say, mainly because I chose to kill Trevor, which was kind of a mistake considering you end up losing out in quite a bit, because sure, you get more money at the end of it because his cut of the final big heist, he doesn't get it, so it gets split between Franklin and Michael. Now, for me personally, the missions, I really enjoyed the missions because it let you get right into it. It gave you little side missions while you're in the missions, like if you are, for instance, Michael, someone in his family, like his daughter or his son, would phone up while you're like try plan one of the heists or whatever, try to get stuff, or you could have just finished a mission and you've got texts or emails on your phone saying this, that, and the next thing that you've got to try, and you've got a choice not to help them. And I actually did choose to help them. One thing I thought was quite funny at the very end of the game, when the credits are up, you actually get a pause on it where let's see if I can read this. It's a form thing. It says, from the office of Dr. Ish, that doctor guy that's to do with Michael, and it basically gives you a psychiatric evaluation, I suppose you could call it. Now, for my one, because I was trying to help out as much as I could and stuff like that, I will put it all down in the description as long as I remember. And there isn't no gameplay with this yet, so whatever gameplay you see will be whatever I've managed to get. I probably won't go through each vehicle and the different clips and stuff like that. I'll probably just get some gameplay, but hopefully you enjoy it anyway. Now, car wise, I did like some of the cars mainly because they brought the muscle cars out, and for me, I've always preferred muscle cars to let's just say factory standard cars, I suppose you could say. But the supercars and stuff like that, I've only picked up one or two, mainly because one of them I picked up reminds me of Fast and the Furious, but I might show you that in the clip anyway. And well, the bikes are a bit different to control because it wasn't for PlayStation it was L2 and R2. It wasn't the aim to control, it was X, and to speed up it was just rapidly hitting it. Now I'm pretty sure that's the same as it was in San Andreas, but you couldn't, well for me, I think it was only the mountain bike I really had. Well, pedal bike wise, or cycle, I can't remember what you call it. Pedal bike, I'll just say that way. That one, you couldn't really do much in it except for a bunny hop, from what I could see. I'd probably have to go into it with more detail, but other than that, I never really tried it. Cars were good, I've already mentioned them. They were different handling. The muscle cars will handle differently than the sports cars, because the sports cars will be able to get around corners a lot easier, and the muscle cars will probably spin out. Other than that, the helicopters, they weren't as hard as I thought they were going to be to fly. Granted, flying low to get attached to stuff when it was the military art, if you want to call it, the army. When you get in the mission for getting the submarine and stuff like that, I did find it a wee bit hard to level it off maximum because I'm used to just driving about and climbing up the mountain and stuff like that. But one thing I did find a wee bit harder was the planes, because in a bit where you have to be Michael, going to the flight school so that you can do another mission, I didn't get all the way through it because there was certain things I couldn't do. But then again, it's just me. Other people will be better at doing it than me. But one thing I did like is the fact that if you go too high in the plane, now so far it's only worked in a couple of them, but the engine will stall out and it will smoke and stuff like that, which I thought was quite good. I've not tried many of the planes, I've only tried the big giant plane, the jet, and the two smaller planes as far as I remember, because you use one of them in a mission. Now you use two of them in a mission because you use a crop duster too, as far as I remember. Tank wise and stuff like that, I've not drove the tank or anything, but I'm pretty sure I will at some point. Granted, sure, for a full on review I should have tried everything, but not done it yet. Submarine, I like that. The only problem is it was Trevor that technically owned that, so I'm going to have to try and steal that and put it into my bit and hopefully just bloody stays there, which I don't think it will, but I'll be resetting the game at some point anyway, probably on a new saver, because when I first started it, every time I went to save a game I would accidentally hit new save, so I've got 7 saves, so yeah, I'll probably end up loading up one of the ones and starting from there. So I'm pretty sure I could do that anyway. Either that or just delete the furthest save. then go through all the inks. It wasn't exactly that hard. Well, for me anyway. I didn't find the mission part of the game hard. Sure, it'll probably be a bit different for GTA Online because you can still do other heists and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can do side missions as well if you like get a clan or whatever in the game with you, so that you can keep in contact with them, like friends list and stuff like that. That'll probably be all on your mobile phone, or in America your cell phone. But you'll probably end up being able to do little missions on that, because from what I've seen, you can, or heard more, like you can put a bounty on someone's head. Just like for instance, if you're wanting to just do something weird like drive normal, stop at traffic lights and stuff like that, and another player comes up and steals your car, I don't know if he'll be able to get you out your car or if he can just kill you or not, which will be why I'll be putting all my money in the bank, just in case anyone here sees me in the lobby and decides, oh, let's go kill him. But yeah, they'll be able to steal a car and stuff like that, so you'll be able to put a bounty on their head so that you can get them killed and basically get your stuff back, or probably not get your stuff back, just to kill them for the hell of it. And hopefully they've not been smart enough to put their money into the bank. Another thing I liked was the garage. You can just save 4 or more cars in. The only thing I didn't like about it is that you go into it and then it takes you a loading screen. You go into it, you go into a car, loading screen again and out. It would have been better if the garage opened up, like the ones you get at your houses or whatever. But all in, I would give the game 5 stars. I was going to say 4.5 there, but I'll give it 5 stars out of 5. Mainly because, well, actually maybe 4.5, because everyone's been waiting for the game for years now since the other one came out, and it has took quite a while. And graphic wise, I would say it only runs a bit smoother than Grand Theft Auto 4. That's my own opinion, not seeing how Grand Theft Auto Online will work, if it's going to be the same way as Grand Theft Auto 4, but might as well check anyway. I know that a lot of people will be going to the airport and stuff like that, which is another, actually, before I even go, another thing I want to talk about is the airport, because Franklin can buy a hangar in the airport, so I had this minibus kind of thing, and I was driving it across. Now I seen one of the big jumbo jet kind of things coming into me. Now the plane hit the side of this bus. The bus doesn't blow up. The wing actually came off the plane. Now that's something that I really liked. The fact that you can crash it and stuff like that and the wings will come off, or you can jump from seriously high heights in a bike or whatever, just like if you're going down a mountain, you hit a ramp or whatever, and you can basically die. Because one thing that bugged me in San Andreas was when you went up to the very top of the mountain, you drove off, and if there was a really steep bit, like if you're just free falling for a couple of seconds and you hit the ground, it would blow up straight away. It only happens every now and then with this game, I've noticed. It depends on how you actually land, because you can actually set it so you land on your wheels, so you're pretty much fine. It would have been better if the suspension stuff like that could buckle, because I know that the steering that can buckle on it, which is quite good, but then again, I've had that for quite a while now. A nice improvement was Chop, even though you don't really get to do much with them as far as I've seen. Apparently you're supposed to be able to get, or you should be able to get, animals in the online mode, because I haven't seen anything in, well, a campaign or whatever you would want to call it. But anyways guys, I'm going to end this episode, well, this video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know that I've basically went over the same thing a couple of times, but I'm getting used to it. I've basically sat here doing this and looking at the GTA Online screen. It says it won't be unlocked until at launch. But hopefully you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and goodbye for now.